right, from the inside out with Ronnie on the spot, Chris Curtis and the Sandman. All right, folks. First of all, let me say thank you to all those subscribers, people that have been hitting like, subscribe, been viewing the channel. I certainly appreciate you guys. It goes a long way. So let's start it out with that. Hit like, subscribe, hype, and all the other little fun things that you can do to make YouTube pay out, right? It's all going to a good cause. I'm giving my time, giving this right here. Sandman's giving his time, and all you got to do is hit subscribe and like, and makes a difference, you know. So the white light right here, for the white light special. We're not ready yet because I'm still printing tickets, but you know, it's getting there. So when you see that light on, bam, first 10 emailers to email that email address that was up there on that other video talking about the sweepstakes, and bam, you'll get them tickets. Other people asked me about how they could get tickets and whatnot. You know what? So let's do this. All right. If you're not really trying to do that get down, let me see. Where the hell? And you just want to go straight to the cut and buy the tickets with a $20 donation to the site. Here's what we can do. All right. Let me see here. Cash App. I'm trying to see what my Cash App is and figure out how I do this. Do I hit that? See okay, so here it is. My Cash App sign is a money sign, capital RONNIEHARRELL 7, and that's it right there. Now, you do that, you send $20 and you put your email address. It'll say you have to leave this to or whatever message. It has enough room in there to put your email address. If you send $20 on the Cash App, you put your email address in there. What I'll do is email your copy of this. Okay, so I'll email it to you. So the $20 goes in, it's going to go to the thing. And what I'll do is, because this is what the tickets are actually like, I'll pull this bottom part off right here. It's been perforated, right? I'm still making these. I'll pull this off the bottom and I'll put this with the other ones that people are buying. And I will email you your copy of this, which has your number on it right there, your lottery number right there. That's going to be part of the drawing. It's a $20 get down donation that goes into the nonprofit, and then you get that ticket coming back. So if you do that and you go into Cash App with what I just told you, and we'll put it up on the screen behind me too while it's going down. I'll take a picture of it and Sandman will throw it up there for you. You go on there and it says you have to leave a little message in the to part or whatever, right? Where it says that, just throw your email. I already know what it's about. It's $20. There's your email thing. Boom. And I'm going to send you a copy of your raffle. And what's cool about that too is that that's going to give you also a record of the fact that you did that for that. You know what I mean? It's all good, right? You're donating at that point to the nonprofit, which is a good cause. It really is. And you get a chance to win a really, really nice bike of your choosing. And then I had some other people ask me, hey, Ronnie, I'm from London. Obviously, I can't get in it. Well, hold on. I don't know why you can't. Same thing. If you Cash Apped $20 or you got that $20 another way, or even if you won the ticket on the White Light Special, bottom line is this. It's a $40,000 motorcycle. You just got to buy that over there. You got to find that $40,000 motorcycle where you're at, and then I'll buy it for you from over here. And we'll work that out. So yeah, you can get in there and you can win that bike and find one over there worth $40,000, and we buy that for you. Pay the taxes on it. It's all you. It's all good.
40,000 euros.
No, euros are worth a little more than dollars because it involves several countries. So it's no, you can leave it in there. They just hear us talking about it. But in any event, yeah. So yeah, it doesn't matter. I got some guys from Australia that watch this too. Get in the sweepstakes, man. And I know you'll be helping somebody in this country stay out of prison or helping an at-risk youth, but you know what? A kid's a kid. I don't care if he's in Australia, if he's in Africa, if he's in China, if he's in Europe. It doesn't matter to me. In London, none of that matters to me. A kid's a kid, man, and and if he needs help, he gets help, you know? And so yeah, other countries, Canada too. I got guys in Canada, and those guys too. Everybody, well, Canada can play anywhere, but you got to purchase the bike where you're at. And I said $40,000 towards whatever bike you want. Maybe you're in Australia, you're in the outback, and the bike you want is a badass quad. Maybe you want two quads with that 40 grand. You tell me, bam, we grab those. So yeah, if you're in another country, you can still play. It's just you work it out with getting the $20, bam, and that's how we'll do it. I'll look into it a little more. I'm positive you can. I'm pretty positive you can play, and you could be participate in the sweepstakes. I'm gonna look into it a little more, dig into the law about it and everything. But I believe I already read that it can go international, and so that's the beauty of sweepstakes, is that the reach is far and wide. Okay, now onto something else. So there it is. And when I do, and for those of you who missed it, it looks like a lot of you might have. When I reach up and do this, and this don't count right now because I'm not ready yet. When I reach up here and I do this, that's why this is here. And I do that, man, that's going to tell you right then and there that, hey, the white light special is on and cracking. And you fire off this email to whatever it is, it'll be up here again right now, right? I can't even remember it, but it'll be up there again. You send that email, the first 10 people, them emails to come in, and they're all going to get in there in order. First 10 emails to come in, they get that white light special. I'm going to register all of them with at least one, with one ticket, right? And you can do that. Well, you can win that one time a month by being the first one in. So once you already won it, don't be one of the first 10 after that until a month has gone by, because we want everybody to get a chance to win. Like I said before, I like to see everybody win. I can't afford that, but I like to see it all the same. No losers. But in any event, here we go. People are asking me, hey, Ronnie, and the feds, isn't the California brand just another tip? Yeah, pretty much. And I'll tell you what went on with them. All right. So when Barry Mills, the Baron, and them picked Gotti's brain on how he structured the mob with their commissions, their committees, and all of that, they immediately set in to try to restructure everything with them the same way, but they were going to take it a step further. And they wanted to unite all the white gangs in the country, okay, under the flag, right? So they were going to set up this commission with all the white gangs, and then have this committee or this commission where members from all the main major gangs were on this table. We're running everything else through that commission, right? Through that vote, through that committee. And they were trying to put that together. They sent Mark and Terry down to Victorville to try to make that happen. And they went down there, and immediately, man, they were throwing bottles on people. They'd be in there with squad. Well, they're squad in some places. They're IGS and IGI and others, right? So it depends on what part of the system you're in, state, federal, whatever. But they'd be in there with IGI just kicking back, man. And they get these in the feds. They got these urinalysis tests that right when you piss in them, on the side, it tells you immediately what you're dirty on. And they would run out and be throwing bottles on dudes, man. And if they're dirty, they like, say somebody they're a little late with their drug debt, right? So they'll tell them, nah, you can't use dope no more. And then they'll throw a bottle on them because they'll get the bottle from IGI. They'll throw the fucking bottle on them, right, Mark and Terry? The dude will come up dirty on that, and they'll have him beat up, put in the hole until IGI don't let him out for a week or two or a month, right? And have that dude in the hole all that time to teach him a lesson, right? And got a little carried away with that shit. And there was a lot of different groups that tried to rush them two right there on that yard. But and I'll be honest with you, NLR jumped in on more than one occasion and saved those two dudes, right? Until they just got tired of doing it, man. That's just what happened. The ride got tired of stepping up for them dudes, man. And eventually Mark I think got out and got killed in an accident, or something happened with him. He got killed. He's dead. Terry is now and it turned out that he was a rapist, sex offender, but he's now sitting in Terre Haute trying to act like he's active on an old sorry ass yard. He ain't active. But that's what it is. So those guys don't have the prestige in the federal system that they once had because of shit like these two, what they did, you know? And they fucked that opportunity off because if they could have put it all together, you know, it would have been a really, really far reaching fucking power structure. And those two guys went down there to Victorville and really fucked it up. Uh, the Dirty White Boys rushed them once. Sack rushed them once. Um, you know, California AB was getting rushed several times in several places. Bobby Ray Shields, rest in peace, got off the fucking plane, got off the bus in Coleman one, and he got hit in R&R. R&D is what they call it in the feds. Right when he hit R&D, he got hit, got stabbed. And you know, so it's you know, those guys got a couple yards that they can run on and control, and the rest of them eat theirs, man, because they're another gang. They're just another gang that's in competition with a lot of gangs, a lot of white gangs. And you know, they can say what they want, all right, but being part of that tip right there don't make you the only motherfucking dangerous dude in the country. Don't make you the only dangerous group in the country. There's a lot of white groups that are goddamn dangerous. Mexican groups, black groups, just fucking groups, right? So yeah, they're just another tip in the feds, and the prestige that they once had isn't really rolling around with them anymore. I mean, okay, so if I take you back in the day too, I can tell you something about in the beginning. They were fucking with queers. The brand used to do that. You take Harpo, right? Um, Ronnie Harper, right? So Harpo and was with a queer named Jerry. They were both killers, straight up fucking killers, man. I mean, a lot of you guys, I could throw some things out there that you wouldn't even recognize the name of these dudes. What happened in the feds? I'll tell you too. Okay, so the feds were really back in the day a laid back system, right? Um, there was gangsters that were in there and this and that, mobsters and all of that, right? Well, California had all these AB dudes, right? And I'm talking back in the day with before Bobby Ray. I'm talking back in the day with um hold on.
A bang.
Really? Just turn that off and say well, you could let it run and then cut it in. Yeah. So, anyways, what it was this. Okay, so you got, I mean, I'm talking about Dean Lakey, Bobby Butler, them groups right there, Ronnie Harper, um, Baby Dave Elliott, Steve Barnes. You got those cats. Iron Mike was even there, and then Barry Mills, T.D. Bingham. You got Bobby Crane from New York, or New York was his nickname, Bobby Crane, Art Rufo. You got that crew right there, right? Even before Rufo, really, but before them. But then you had Blue, Wendell Norris, right? None of them died good. But so you got that crew right there. Now, here's what happened was that the original brand members were putting it down viciously in California. They were doing it. So the Fed swooped in, they hit them with this fucking RICO Act. This was when the feds used to be pretty much, you know, copacetic, right? And they hit them with a RICO Act, trying to bust them up and break them up. And they took these original members and stuff, and they threw them in the feds, right? And you got Mac, you got all of them in the feds, right? So you got all these dudes in the feds, these original dudes hit, and they were the first ABs to go into the feds right there from California. And they were vicious killers. The feds were like, whoa, what the fuck? You know, and they were putting that work in, man. And so they wound up getting this major fucking reputation in the feds, and rightfully so, of as being a group let me answer this real quick.
Want me to pause it?
Yeah. No, just put it on there. Is it gonna come through?
We're not hooked up.
Oh, can we hook it up or is it too late?
We can try.
On the phone, or do I need to have them call back?
We gotta hook the phone up to the Bluetooth.
Yeah, fuck it. Ken, you're gonna have to call me back, brother. You're gonna have to call me. So yeah, so they hit the feds and it was vicious, man. They were putting work in. They were putting it down. And so they had this reputation throughout the feds, right? And they had it in the state too, and rightfully so. Those cats were about the business and they were smart. But as time went on, all these other white gangs they were coming up. A lot of them were started by California AB too. You know, I mean, you go to Ohio AB, and it was Snow that started that. Texas AB was another California AB dude that started that. But then, a couple of dudes told me I was talking to some Texas AB, right? And a couple of them told me, man, yeah, Ronnie. I said, well, what was going on with what they were trying to do? He goes, well, California just wanted to run everything. So what they were trying to do really was probably at this time later on in Victorville through Mark and Terry and all that, get all these gangs to agree to go under the umbrella of them, right? And then they would sit down and eventually they would take everything over and be calling the shots for the whole fucking get down. But Mark and Terry went down there and carried themselves in a way that blew that up. Fucking blew it up, man. And that organization with all the white gangs doesn't exist now in the feds. And they are partly to blame. And also the fact that it wasn't designed, they were never going to do it fair anyway. They were looking to control, you know what I mean? On their own, right? They were going to do this shit fair. They're not going to share anything and be fair about anything. They're going to control these other organizations. That's what they want to do, you know. And that was the plan. A lot. I mean, okay, like the Banana family. After they left, he put his kids in, came back, and stepped in and took reins. Right. They were going to take control. Their whole goal was to eventually take control of all the white gangs in the country, and that would have been a hell of a thing right there if they could have made it happen. And they it would have been if they'd just played it right and sent the right dudes down to bring them in and bring all these gangs in and give everybody a right at the table, everybody to be represented at the table, and not one tip be more than the other at the table. Everybody have an equal footing right there. They might have been able to do a little something. It's hard to run something that way. You know what I mean? A democracy like that, when you're talking about these organizations, you need you need a strong man. You know what I mean? It's a dictatorship. You do what you do the way it is, man. Because if you don't, it's all bad for you. You know. Um, yeah. So the guys that get on here and say, yeah, well, the AB is California AB is just another tip in the feds. Yeah, you're right. They're just another tip. They're killers, but they're just another group of killers. They're smart. I don't know about now, but used to be. I don't know what's going on with them now, but I know they used to be very bright dudes. Then again, they're just another gang of some pretty smart killers. And that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? The irony of it all is that nobody dies a peaceful death. Everybody gets killed by somebody that calls them brother. And that's just, and you learn not to trust anybody or anything along the way. And it's not the kind of life that you really want. What you really want to do is get out here, work for a living, own a house, drive a nice car, feel good about yourself, have a nice family, and feel good about that. Because I want to tell you right now, anything to do with prison, gangs, and all that, it's all overrated, man. It really is. They're telling you lies. It ain't worth being a part of it. And that's what I bring to these kids that are getting in trouble, getting ready to get in trouble, that are wrapped up in the system. Man, brother, you want to be able to turn 18, get out of the system, get your shit together, and become something. Don't waste your whole life to where you're sitting up here at my age, like me, trying to play fucking catch up. I mean, I'll catch up just enough to wonder how far I'd have been if I never went to prison. And you can avoid that by just getting out of the bullshit. Now, I'm going to start these interviews coming up again. And in between them, every now and then, tell my stories. At least what I have to say gets boring. And I don't want you guys bored with what I have to say. So we're going to start scheduling some interviews. And we're also going to get the White Light Special. Going to get the sweepstakes. We're going to get it out and going. And it ain't going to be the first one either. I'm already thinking about what I'm going to do with the second one. In the meantime, you hit like, you hit subscribe, hype the video. No trust and believe. I'll be back here with you tomorrow. Peace out.